Do you remember that feeling when you first got your boat? Well, I don't, because I've never had a boat. Until now. This is a 1990 Key West 1700. Now, we have two challenges. Can we rebuild it, and can we get this thing to fit in my garage? We'll just have to see. Now, she ain't pretty. She's my first, and she's mine. Here we go. Oh my goodness. 1700 Key West, 1990. Beautiful trailer. Just a quick walkthrough. Trailer's in really good shape. She came with a 70 Tohatsu 2-stroke. Was locked in the up position, so I figured it's better to just take her down and throw her in the back of the truck. I plan on reselling that. I'm gonna get that running, resell it, and then repower the Key West. The trailer, oh my god. One problem, the trailer, she is crazy long. There's no way that that's gonna fit in my garage. Absolutely no way. So I'm gonna have to modify this a bit. I mean, I have room here. I can put one of those folding tongues. Move the axle and the cross members forward. Possibly trim. I don't even know if this is legal, but are you allowed to trim the trailer like 2 or 3 feet off the back? I do not know. Transom's actually pretty solid for a 30-year-old boat. I mean, it's not the most solid. Spoiler alert, it is not solid. In fact, the transom is the opposite of solid. You'll see later. I have to look at it. I don't know. My plan is to strip everything down, fill up all the holes, tiny holes like that right there. Shorten this trailer a little bit. I had to drive 3 hours to get this, and I feel like she was well worth the cost. I met a guy named John near St. George Island in Florida. Probably the nicest guy I've ever bought anything from, for sure. Super helpful, very passionate about the boat. He said he grew up on this boat. It was like his best friend's dad's boat. He grew up on it, and then the dad got terminally ill, so he ended up buying the boat for I mean, they pretty much gave him the boat. Now it's mine. It's my turn. I'm going to restore this thing to full glory. I've been wanting to do this for about 10 years. And I even started going to school for marine mechanic. I'm in my second semester of marine mechanic just so I could do this type of project. So we'll see what day 2 brings. All right. Just pulled up to my buddy Cody's house where the Key West sits at the moment. Shout out to Cody. So basically, I just want to get some measurements. I want to trim this trailer. About 22 feet. I'll just have to move all these cross members up a bit. So I can knock off about 5 feet off of this trailer. Let's see, with the motor. I think I can make it fit. I think it's possible. Let me hop in my boat. It's full of water now. there a drain? This is a good, nice hatch, actually. I don't think I have to do the floors and the stringers. I think the stringers are actually good. I got the boat. Taking it to class. The instructor told me I could work on it while I'm in class, so that'll be pretty sweet. First of all, trailer work needs to be done. It's too big to fit in my garage. Yeah, I'm kind of pushing it, trying to fit a freaking 17-foot boat in my garage. It's just a 2-car normal garage. HOA is not putting up with anything over here. It's kind of messed up. I live in Florida, and I can't have a boat in my yard or in my driveway. Even if it's a nice boat, doesn't matter. Like, this is Florida. We in Florida. But first, like I was trying to say earlier before I got distracted, trailer. I gotta shorten that up, and I gotta do a lot of body work, filling holes and doing glass work, console. It's gonna need a lot of work. I do have a motor though. It had a 70 Tohatsu on it, and it was just, every time I looked on it, there was more and more corrosion. And I just said, screw it. And I was able to buy a 70 Yamaha 2-stroke, which is kind of like the minimum amount of power for that boat. But the 2-stroke was such a good deal for that 70 Yamaha, and that's like one of my dream 2-stroke motors that I've always wanted. So, and it's in really good condition. It's been in the shop, I don't know how long, 10 years or so. So I'm stoked about that. So I got the motor situated, and on this one I might have to do some transom work because she doesn't sound super solid. So I'm kind of, I don't know, it's like a double-edged sword. I'm kind of worried about it, but I'm also kind of excited to, I've never done this type of stuff before. But I feel like I've been watching YouTube for 10 plus years on this stuff. I'm not saying that I'm a professional, but it's not gonna be completely foreign. I don't know, it's gonna be a lot of work, but I might have some extra hands to help some classmates or whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna take it to the shop, and hopefully I get there safe. Trailer, the tires weren't the best. monster. That's not right. Shit.
Whichever side you want to plug into.
I didn't do shit. My pickle bucket. Get them pickle juices out of there. More power. And there she is. And it's funny now that it's clean. I could see all these cracks and problem areas. And this here is the realization where we have to do a transom build. When I stick my finger in there, it's just, I don't feel any more wood. It's just voids everywhere. All the wood in there is completely gone. So yeah, we're gonna definitely do a transom build. The next video will be a full trailer build, and hopefully this thing will fit in my garage. We shall see. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much. If you're into boat builds and you want to see how a graduate of YouTube University rebuilds a boat, then stay tuned, and I'll catch you on the flip side.